Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do your full moon Sagittarius reading, which is occurring at the very moment that I'm doing this reading. And it is focusing on your relationship, your social identity, the way others see you, your place in the world. And the glyph oracle that I pulled is the Sun card, which is so very appropriate, as this placement really represents the way in which we all seek belonging in the world. And this is coinciding with the the summer solstice, which is occurring somewhere around the 21st. I'm not sure of the date this year, but this is marking the solstice as a significant moment for you particularly. It certainly indicates you placing yourself in the center of your life, prioritizing your needs, your joy, your happiness, calling in your youthful energy, your playful energy, your ability to delight in the abundance of the world and to spread that joy to others, further elevating and glorifying your presence in a way that draws a lot of attention to whatever it is you're doing. This is beautiful energy. You're feeling vital, strong, and very clear about what it is you're pursuing in life. This is quite a big picture energy. This is about knowing where you're going, knowing who you are, and claiming that space. For an overall energy, you have the Magician card, which is really about the ability to speak that into existence, show that, demonstrate that, to articulate your plan, your vision, and to make it so, to understand that you are pursuing your vision, not the vision of another. It is not an indication that you are doing this alone or that others are not included. It's very explicit about your speaking your vision into the world. You're creating something out of the resources that you have. Primarily, this is you really speaking to your will, the way in which you can communicate your desire to others, the way that you can show others in ways that are not conventional. You can sense the needs and what others need in terms of understanding or seeing your vision as a way of drawing in their cooperation, their effort. Underneath the deck, the Eight of Swords is about a level of overthinking, analyzing regarding all the strategies that surround you. And this may be something you're less aware of, that others are prompting you, giving you information, informing you, advising you, a lot of voices in your ear as a result of your ability to shine and gain attention. Others quickly want to jump on the wagon and steer you in a direction that will benefit them. This feels as though it is something that causes you anxiety because you are sensitive to the many ways in which you can communicate and connect with others. And this represents a kind of undue or oppressive influence that you're aware of, that crowds you perhaps, that makes you feel closed in and pressured. And you're not likely to take well to that, but because of your general sensitivity and joy in bringing others together, in experiencing joy with others, this may be something that you keep hidden and are aware of, but don't speak or openly resist quite wisely, as a way of not turning on others' alarms or elevating their resistance to your ideas or plans. This is a general reading, Pisces. It is not going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. I'm taking a little bit of a break, which means I only post a little bit more unpredictably these days as I take a break and rethink a few things. But I appreciate your time because I feel very supported by so many of you. So thank you for being here. In your present, I first pulled the Ace of Pentacles. This is a beautiful omen regarding this portal of abundance that you are stepping through. You are planning something that you are intending to build for the long term. You see yourself occupying a position that you intend to stay true to, that you understand is a way of being productive towards a greater vision you have. And this is absolutely about creating something of value to others, something prized by others, something that is useful and practical for others, that they are willing to exchange, to pay for, to produce, and to lead you to a level of prosperity that is beyond your personal experience. It isn't that you haven't been exposed or do not have friends or family that have uh, um, extreme resources, but you are personally desiring to build up your independent and autonomous resources. You want to be this to be your thing, your business, your empire, so to speak. And this is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. This is beautiful because it shows that you understand, in order to create a business, a practice, a craft, something that is built to last, you need to work with others. The nature of what you're building has to do with uh, caring for others in some way, supporting others, working with others, creating something beautiful and useful, as I've said before. But here you're in a position to actually distribute or give out care to others. You're in a position of distributing resources in some way. You can be perhaps an executive or aspire to be an executive in a larger business, perhaps one that you create a franchise from, so that you are have an umbrella, uh, some kind of a business or corporate umbrella over the various aspects of your perhaps many products that you develop as part of your entourage of business products or services. So I see you absolutely balancing and exchanging, having several really lucrative contracts and agreements with others that is very productive, because you absolutely know your worth. You are not settling. You understand that in order to uh, obtain your value, your worth, it begins with you setting the expectation, understanding what you desire, and that being the baseline of any negotiation you're a part of. And understanding as well that contracts and agreements are always reviewed or renegotiated as things grow and change. So that is a particular skill. Maybe you're getting some legal help at this time to help you to plan, invest, or invest your resources appropriately. In the past, we have the Page of Cups, and this is a beautiful card that is so resonant with your joyful experience of centrality of pleasure giving that is a part of you. But this is really the underside for you of the creative emotional depth, the ability to be highly sensitive and in tune with others, understanding their needs, but also being able to tap into your own needs. In that way, you allow yourself the imaginative and creative space that leads to the development of the many products that you are developing at this time. And the Page of Cups is clarified by the Fool and the Seven of Swords. I definitely believe that you have stepped out onto your own path. You have taken a leap, a relatively risky leap by the standards of others, not so much for you. You have confidence and faith in your ability to stay in flow with the changes that are around you. You have confidence that you can maximize those changes. You have turned away from an experience where others were perhaps critical of your ideas, dismissive of your input, critical of your input in a way that once caused you immense pain and suffering. The judgment, the being not taken seriously once really blocked you from flourishing, and you may have left former projects or jobs or environments where you felt that you were not taken seriously, where you couldn't get the assistance that you desired. You no longer let the responses of others, the resistance of others, the negative feedback to block you from moving forward. You have all the confidence in yourself, and that has been really leading you on this path that you are emerging from, with a clear and clear vision of what is the right way for you, aligning yourself with those things that are in your highest interest, to your highest benefit. And I do see that you are less concerned with the opinions of others. This doesn't mean that they're not loved ones and friends. In fact, those can at times be the opinions that are the most damaging or hurtful when they don't exhibit a joy in our excitement or success. In the future, we have this Eight of Wands, which again is really emphasizing this idea that things are moving very rapidly for you about the time of the solstice, which is only about 10 days away, less than. So it feels as though a lot of things that have been that you have been looking into, areas you've been networking, researching, connections that you've been attempting to make are rapidly coming together towards the culmination of a project that you're a part of. This is not necessarily your project, but it is part of your vision of the direction that you want to move in. And because you are being seen by others, there are many who want to invite you, include you in larger projects of which you are well aware. You are learning and building your network, your connections, and your pool of ideas and resources for the path that you are intending for yourself. And with the Three of Wands, precisely, this is a period moving forward where you are setting up the various components of your project, your business, this thing you're developing or larger umbrella you're developing, in which your products and services are contained. So this idea that you're involved in a project that's moving rapidly forward contains the seeds for you to craft a team, a collaboration from those that you are meeting. This is helping you to make those right connections with those people and resources that can help you to move into unfamiliar territory, new territory, so that you are aware that you are solidly rooted in your talents, your gifts, and you are rapidly developing the skills that are helping you to craft your own independent branch, wing, department of a larger project. I'm going to finish this reading, Pisces, with a pure magic oracle card. And hope this has been helpful and insightful to you. And I pulled the Witch's Wound. This is really interesting because it is confirming your some of your multiple talents. It reads remedy, magical medicine, sacred heart, another day. I do feel that this is tapping into gifts that you are exhibiting openly in this lifetime, that you were once greatly harmed or damaged through your display of in the past, perhaps in other lives. So for many of us, depending where we are located in the world, we are able to show out, to be who we are, to name our influences, our sacred energy, to express that in a way that is perhaps unconventional. It quite likely was conventional at other times. But the witch's wound is being able to express and explore your identity and gifts in a way without the fear of reprisals, as was possibly experienced in other lifetimes. So there can be a fear of showing our gifts, talking about them openly, or even the power that we experience, that we hold, and its positive influence on others. So this is perfectly clear to me that you are a healer through whatever it is you do. You literally can lay hands on individuals, things, inanimate objects, animals, and bring relief, bring ease suffering, or for some of you, do some incredible cellular healing. But this is part of the gift that you are integrating into whatever your professional practice or craft is. I hope this has been helpful for you, Pisces. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more here. And until next time, namaste.